The show's called Takeover, right? Then let's get on a roll here. I'm calling your ass out, Robbie One Kenobi, because this, I'm taking your mind powers and I am putting it into this video. Because my name is Michael Ruggiero and I am the man in the Club of the Man 1993, and you can't teach that. And I'm also the man with the Blue Yeti microphone, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing? Or should I say realest man in the room? How you doing? I don't know. Had to add an intro there because this, of course, is a shout out to my friend Robbie One Kenobi, of course. Well, this is more so my idea, but I'm taking the brains, the mind-altering powers of Robbie One Kenobi, also known as the King of Sound Style, as, you know, he's got his great entrances and his great soundtracks to back up his answers to our Wrestlemania or any of our review streams that we haven't done for a few years. Our lives are just a lot busier now, but hopefully someday again. But I am doing a fantasy booking video. It's basically the same idea I mentioned for this feud going forward after WrestleMania. Now, of course, AJ Styles and Edge have their match tonight at WrestleMania 38. I'm recording this video at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I'm going to upload this before, even though I have some other videos I've recorded today that I'm going to be uploading later. I usually upload all my videos I record for the day at once. This one I wanted to make sure gets uploaded before WrestleMania, because if it does not go to plan tonight at WrestleMania, this movie could be a complete bust. But I at least, either way, want to throw the idea out there as to what I think this feud, AJ Styles and Edge, needs going forward to make this a little more of like a long-term feud going forward. I mentioned this in my WrestleMania 38 pregame predictions, but I'm going to give it its own individual little spotlight for this. And you will see this graphic later on tonight, as I am going to be doing live reactions with Daniel Gaiza. Unfortunately, Joe Miller got sick this morning. He's not going to be able to make it tonight, so I'm not getting hit with any stunners, but thank goodness he could have been hitting me with a spear tonight for all I know, but, you know, definitely not. But, of course, I definitely would like Robbie One Kenobi to see this video and to hear what he thinks of this idea about a long-term feud for the summer with Edge and AJ Styles following WrestleMania 38. Which, of course, may change also because I'm hearing rumors that Edge could be starting up his own stable, for what I'm hearing. And apparently the stable could be including Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. With that, if that's the case, of course, then it could lead to, you know, like Damian Priest feuding with Finn Balor again to get the U.S. title back, and maybe Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair feuding over the Raw Women's title. Could get both their careers kind of back on track, because Rhea's really been, you know, stuck in some weird limbo ever since she dropped the Raw Women's title last summer. And Damian Priest, he's fine, but he just needs something to do right now. But I'm going to stick with my original plan. I don't think that stable is debuting tonight. May have to wait a little bit further down. But here is what I'm pitching for the idea for this feud going long term. So, my prediction for tonight's match with Edge and AJ Styles was a tough one. But I'm picking AJ to win. And the reason why is because although Edge has debuted this new persona, this new villainous, you know, dark, whatever you want to call it, basically he's saying that, like, you know, he wants the Bulldog AJ Styles. He doesn't want the same AJ who's been tag team partners with Omos for the past year or two, however long it was AJ and Omos were a team. But in the midst of trying to, you know, slap some sense into AJ to make AJ, you know, bring out the best, Edge has gone down this path of darkness, talking about his mountain of omnipotence, where he's made himself. We're in the midst of AJ bringing out the more dangerous side of AJ. It's also bringing out a more dangerous side in Edge. But it's only been going on for like a month. To me, even though it started out excellent, Edge has a whole new theme, a whole new gimmick and whatnot. Like the theme song especially, The Other Side by Alter Bridge, I love it. It's beautiful. It's just, I love the song. It's amazing. And again, the fact that Edge is a Hall of Famer is only doing this because he wants to finish his career on his terms. The fact he's basically starting completely from scratch in this new heel role, I think is pretty cool. I don't think, though, the character has fully developed yet, though. Which is why I think AJ's going to win tonight. So AJ wins tonight. That is just going to make Edge, hopefully it's an excellent match. I think these two can put on an excellent match. I'm a little worried because, they're definitely older now. I'm sure, 10 years ago, they'd be able to put on an even bigger classic. But I still think these two can put on a classic of a match tonight. I'm hoping and praying. So what I think is going to happen is AJ's going to win, and he's going to fight Roman Reigns. Even though, that's something too. I don't know what's going to happen because apparently they're still going to be introducing a new title for Raw, even though the titles are merging tonight, which I think is stupid. But let's throw that out the window. Let's say if the titles they're not going to bring a new title to Raw, and Roman Reigns was the champ on both Raw and SmackDown right now. Let's say AJ wins. He goes on to fight Roman Reigns for the title, for the world title at WrestleMania Backlash. And Edge costs AJ the match. And the story is obviously Edge brought out the Bulldog and AJ. AJ won, but obviously from that, AJ's made Edge even more dangerous. Continuing to playing on this thing of the best of AJ's bringing out this new dangerous monstrous side of Edge. That could even be also where Edge could debut the stable with him, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, if that's who they're going with. They could go with someone else, who knows? So let's say they do that. It sets up a second match with Edge and AJ at Hell in a Cell. And I think that's happening in June. They main event the show. Edge and AJ win the match. I'm sorry. Edge wins Hell in a Cell. Let's go to Money in the Bank now. And one of them, they're both in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And let's say AJ wins that. Let's give AJ Money in the Bank because Edge has won Money in the Bank before. Edge has won Money in the Bank before. AJ has not. And then we go to SummerSlam, and we have the blow-off match to this feud. Edge and AJ, TLC, with the Money in the Bank contract on the line. And Edge wins that match and becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. And let's say that, I know this might be jumping the gun too quick. Let's say Cody Rhodes wins the world title that night. Whereas this new title that's coming to Raw, or he's the one that dethrones Roman Reigns. Because I'm not sure if we're going to go into WrestleMania 39 this year. As long as The Rock does come back. He could be coming back tonight. Who knows? I'm praying he comes back tonight. I don't want to get my hopes up. But let's say if the idea is for Roman Reigns to fight The Rock at WrestleMania. That feud does not have to have the title involved. So if they have Roman be champ for 2 years, that's good for me. And maybe Cody could be the one to dethrone him. Let's say maybe that'll be the person who Edge cashes in on and becomes champion. Because with this new persona, Edge should get a run with the title. I think he should personally. But let's say Cody wins at SummerSlam, and Edge cashes in on him and wins the title, and it leads to a feud with Edge and Cody Rhodes. That could be where they go with it. I don't know, but at least with AJ and Edge, to make it long-term throughout the summer storytelling. Again, AJ wins at WrestleMania tonight. AJ fights Roman Reigns at WrestleMania Backlash, and Edge costs him the title. Costs him the match. We go to Money in the Bank. They're both in Money in the Bank with AJ. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I skipped over that. They go to Hell in a Cell. Edge wins Hell in a Cell. Both of them are in Money in the Bank. AJ wins Money in the Bank. Blow-off match. TLC with the Money in the Bank title on the line at SummerSlam. And Edge wins there, of course. What do you guys think? Robbie, I hope you watch that, because I solely would like you to see you and get your expertise in your fantasy booking on the mind. Am I going to get, you're a genius, Mike, and that's why we like you, or are you going to give me a big thumbs down? But if you have an idea of how this feud can go extended, because I don't think this is going to be the only match we get tonight between these two. Again, we could do this, then Hell in a Cell, and then TLC at SummerSlam. What are your guys' thoughts? Robbie, let me think as well. Again, I am immediately uploading this one as soon as I finish recording it. Because I do not want to upload this after WrestleMania, and this could be a complete bust. Who knows? It still could be, but I'd rather, it be out there before the match, and we'll see what happens. But again, you will be seeing this graphic later on tonight, as I will be doing live reactions with Dan for this match. And this one, and Brock and Roman as well. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this fantasy booking for Edge and AJ Styles feud to continue after WrestleMania? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. And follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. Till then, guys, I am checking out. I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy WrestleMania Night 2. And I'll see you guys later on for my live reactions for Edge and AJ and Brock and Roman. And again, tomorrow night after work, you will be getting my WrestleMania 38 live review for both nights. So then, guys, I'll catch you all later. Have a great night. Peace out, everybody.